Alright everybody, YouTube, this is the 2010 Gary Fisher Wahoo disc, just picked up today. Got this bike because simply the reviews from the 2009 were pretty much phenomenal. Only thing that I can say right now is yes, the seat is uncomfortable, but that probably comes from not riding in about 10 years. The cassette, all the shifting, let me see if I can get around here, all the components that we have here are actually pretty phenomenal. The shifting is spot on. The minute that you hit the trigger shifters, you're right into the next gear, so there's no hesitation. The bike, as I like to call it, is a night rider. Black and white, pretty stealthy looking, pretty slick. Definitely catches the eyes of people as you're riding by. Unfortunately, here in Southern California, we are going through some nasty weather this last week. So I am unable to ride some trails. The front fork is a SR Suntour XCM 10. I believe it's HLO, 100 millimeters of travel. You do have the lockout right there and the rebound. Fork to me is actually pretty good. I've ridden Rock Shock back in the day, and this actually to me feels better. This is SR Suntour's 2010 model fork. Here on the Gary Fisher, you have the 46 millimeter offset fork. Helps you in the slow treks through the trails, which means that the tire, about right there, you have about that much tire hitting the trail. Better control, better stability when you're hitting those slow kind of 180 turns. The pedals are small. They do have traction. They are a good pedal, but they are small, which is an upgrade later to be taken care of. You have the disc brakes. This is my first bike with disc brakes. What I can say about them, they do stop well, but right now, as a new bike with probably only 5 miles on them, the pads are still fairly, actually they're brand new pads, so you are hitting the levers a little harder than you would want. Good components, good handlebars. It is a comfortable cockpit when you're sitting on the bike. The cockpit has stayed the same from the 2009. Same distance. This is a 17.5-inch frame. I am 5'10", and that's about it. I rode it about 5 miles, like I said today, in the cold, frigid weathers, but it is a great bike. I love it. I don't think anybody else that is in the market for any other bike under $800 they'll be absolutely astonished with this bike. Other than the seat, very comfortable, and that's the bike. YouTube, I hope you enjoy it. Hope it convinces some buyer to purchase a hardtail like this. So there it is. Everything's a pro on this bike except for the seat and those tiny pedals. I've got a size 11.5 foot, and as you can tell, those are pretty tiny. Pretty tiny. The crank does get in the way sometimes of your foot, but those will be clipless pedals here shortly. Give me a little extra power, a little extra oomph. YouTube, hope you enjoy it. Again, 2010 Wahoo disc.